Hello, this is going to be lesson 1.4, which is going to cover everything from 1.1 to 1.3. If this video came across your feed, I would strongly have you watch the other videos before doing this lesson. Otherwise, you will be completely lost. And then after you do that, you can subscribe. But for the rest of you, this is going to be a review, stroke test, stroke quiz, whatever you want to call it. And it's going to cover all the information that we've covered thus far. The pitches, the dot numbers, the braille shapes, a little bit about intervals. And a new thing that we haven't really done, I've mentioned it in the past, but we have not officially introduced it, is music dictation, which is let's see, on this little thing here I found, it says an important part of developing music literacy. Music dictation is basically writing music that is played. A lot of times this is done with recordings, but not always. It is said that Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart went to hear, I don't know if it was a mass, what it was, but he went to a local church and he heard a piece of music which is very, I don't want to say it's famous, but it's very difficult. It has a lot of parts, but Mozart, being the person he is, he listened to it. As he's listening to it, he found out, oh, well, this is all the same music over and over again. It's just repetition of, the same notes, but the words change. He went home that night, he wrote it out. He went back later, heard the same piece. Yep, that's right. And apparently it said that this particular piece was not meant to be written down. Like, the people that sang it had to learn it by memory. Like, they had to learn it through I want to say rotation, but that's not the word. Like listening by rote. So yeah, the piece is called, it just came across, the piece is called Miserere Miserere Mei, which is Lord have mercy on me, something along that lines. It's oh gosh, I think it's now that I'm thinking about it, it's Psalm 100, no, not 150. It's Psalm 50, if I'm not mistaken, 50 or 51. But yeah, that would be kind of a neat thing to take a peek at. Just type in Miserere Mei, and you should be able to find it. It's really, really famous. A lot of choirs sing it. I'm trying to think. I have sung that. I have sung it in one of my past lives. But music dictation basically is like what Mozart did. He listened to a piece of music and he wrote it down. Of course, Mozart is Mozart. But it is a skill that can be learned, and it can be improved on and advanced and all that good stuff. So enough jibber jabber. The first section, we're just going to review the pitch names and the dot numbers and the shape, just to make sure that we can actually, so that, just kind of brain warmer upper, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to give the solfege pitch, the do, re, mi thing. And you write down the solfege, not the solfege. You write down the dot numbers that you would use to make that particular braille symbol. So, I'm going to go through these relatively quick. I'm going to try to leave like a 3-second break. Highly recommended that you pause and then like unpause. Because, yeah. Okay, so here is here they are basically. Okay, so I'm going to give you the solfege and you have to write down the dot numbers. Do, mi, sol, re, mi, do, sol, re, mi, sol, do. Okay, I hope you got those. The next thing that I will be doing is I'm going to give you the dot numbers, and you need to give me the solfege that goes with those dot numbers. And again, I'm just going to leave like a little bit of a second so that you can write it down or recite it. So the first one, the dot numbers are 1, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4. 1, 5. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 4. 1, 4, 5. 1, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4. 1, 5. 1, 4, 5. Okay. In the last section of this, I'm going to give the alphabetic letter that shares the same dots as the solfege, and you give me the solfege that matches with that letter. Like if I said D, you would write down do, because do and D share the same dot combinations. So here's the first one. For easy sake, let's start with D, E, H, F, E, H, D, F, E, H, F, D. Okay, I hope you're able to write those down. You're probably noticing that I'm not giving answers. I'm not giving answers. I will post another video with the answers, so don't worry. The next section, I have about 10 dictation excerpts or melodies, whatever, ditties. And they're relatively short. They're only like 3-4 pitches. And so I am going to play through them, and then you're going to write them down. I will play through each exercise 3 times, and a strategy that you could try to go for is on the first time, listen and try to internalize the melody. If you want, you can sing it aloud, and maybe that will help you with pitch, writing, things like that. And then the second time, it's basically checking your work. If there's an error, you can correct it if you know the answer, obviously. And then the third time is basically kind of checking it, making sure that everything is correct. So I'm going to give a starting, let me see here. I'm going to give the do for the key. I mean, everything is going to be in like C major, so it's easier. And that is kind of the system that we are using right now. Everything is going to be in the key of C. I know that probably doesn't make any sense to some of you, but everything is just going to be in the key of do. This pitch is do. And then after I play that pitch, I'm going to play through the melodies. And after or before each melody, before each exercise, I'm going to reestablish do. And after each melody, I'm going to say pause so that you can pause and like write it down. And you can take as much time as you want. I really don't care. Okay. Here's number 1. Pause. Here's number 1 again. Pause. And here is number 1 for the third time. Pause. And number 2. Oops, I gotta give your do. Sorry. That's do. Here's number 2. Pause. Number 2 for the second time. Pause. Number 2 for the third time. Pause. Number 3. Here is do. And here is the melody for the first time for number 3. Pause. Here's number 3 for the second time. Pause. Here is number 3 for the third time. Pause. And here is number 4. That's your do. And here's the melody. First time through, number 4. Pause. Here's number 4 for the second time. Pause. Here is number 4 for the third time. Pause. All right, halfway point, number 5. There's your do. Pause. Here's number 5 for the second time. Pause. Here's number 5 for the third time. Pause. And here's number 6. That's your do. And here is the melody. Pause. Here's number 6 for the second time. Pause. Here's number 6 for the third time. Pause. All right, here's number 7. Here's your do. And here is the melody. Pause. Here's number 7 for the second time. Pause. And here's number 7 for the third time. Pause. And here is number 8. Here's the do. And here's the melody for number 8. Pause. Here's number 8 for the second time. Pause. Here's number 8 for the third time. Pause. All right, number 9. There's your do, and here's the melody. Pause. Here's number 9 for the second time. Pause. And here's number 9 for the third time. Pause. And lastly, here is number 10. There's your do. And here is the melody. Pause. Here is number 10 for the second time. Pause. And here is number 10 for the third time. Pause. Okay, I hope you were able to get those written down. If not, just watch the video, listen to the video again. The next part is going to be intervals. So I'm going to play 2 pitches, and you just have to write down if it's a second, if it's a major or minor third, if it's a fourth, or if it is a fifth. So there are 5. Yeah, there's only 5 of these. So here is the first one. Here is the second one. Here is the third one. And the fourth one. And the fifth one. So hopefully you were able to write those down and get a good mark on those. The next section deals with homework, which is really nothing new. The recitation, I'm not going to change anything on that because that's just like recitation drill work kind of. That's you say the solfege and then the dot numbers. Then you can reverse it and say the dot numbers and the solfege 10 times a day. And then for the really long exercises, I broke them up into smaller bits, and what I thought might be fun is to have those as additional dictation exercises where I play them and then you write them. So this section you don't have to write out right now, but obviously when you do your homework you're gonna have to find this point until I figure out how to put in time stamps or whatever. Yeah. So here I've got these broken up into like 3 segments. So I'm just gonna give the letter and then the segment, and then I'm gonna play the pitch do, and then I'm gonna play through the segment. And I'm going to do each segment twice. And yeah. Okay, so here is letter E. And this is, I'll just call this E1. And here is E2. And here is E3. And the next one we're going to do is letter B. And it also has 3 sections. And here is B1. That's your tonic, your do. And here is B2. And here is B3. It's your do. The next letter is letter H, and it has 1, 2, 3 segments as well. So there's your do, and here is segment 1 of letter H. Here is letter H, segment 1 again. Here is letter H, segment 2. Oops, I forgot to play your do. There's your do. And here is segment 3 of letter H. That's your do. And here it is again. Lastly, we have letter J, and it is broken up into 4 sections. No, only 3 sections. So here's your do, and here is section 1 of letter J. Here it is again. Here's section 2 of letter J. Here it is again. And here is section 3 of letter J. Oops, I forgot to give you your do. Sorry. I'll learn eventually. And here is section 3 of letter J again. And that is all for the homework. If you want to write those out, I will be posting answers with the actual answer for the lesson proper. The last section I have on here are the vocalises. And I'm just going to play through them. And then if you want to write them down, you can. Or if you want to sing along with them, you can. Or if you just want to listen, you can do that too. Here are this is the pentatonic scale. This is the ascending and descending. Here is the pentascale with the additives. This is ascending and descending. Next are the intervals. I will do the ascending and then I will do the descending. The second. The major third. The minor third. The fourth. The fifth. Next, we have the thirds. And descending. And lastly, we have the tonic triad. And descending. So next week I will be posting all the answers, and then the following week I will hopefully post lesson 1.4 or no 1.5, which is going to cover a new pitch, the pitch fa. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to leave comments or whatnot, ideas, suggestions, questions, feel free to do that. Until then, I thank you for all of you that have subscribed, and I would ask that you pass on this video or other videos to other people that think might enjoy it or might gain information from it or may actually learn something from it. Until the next time, have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.